We hit 1K. I'd like to thank my parents for this opportunity. I'd like to thank the fans for sticking by me until the very end. I'm kidding. This isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Anyway. Oh my gosh, guys. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Literally crazy. I'm trying to like picture 1,000 people and I literally like cannot even. Like that is so many people. Thank you so much. But as promised, now we're doing the Q&A. I hung streamers. I'm very excited. So, questions are on my phone, obviously. And they'll also appear on the screen when I ask them. So you can read them for yourselves. And you can spot if one of them is yours. If your question was in this video, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who sent in questions. I got so many fun ones. They are literally amazing. And I cannot believe that we hit it before the 26th. Guys, if I could tell little Marley back in March or April that this was about to go down, she would not believe it. Like hitting 1,000 when we started with 7. I won't get emotional. So, jumping right into the first question. What's your favorite book series? Wow. The first question, and I don't know. I have so many different book series that I really enjoy. But a lot of the book series, the quality doesn't stay the same during all of them. So a lot of series are difficult. I'll have to say the Lunar Chronicles or the Renegades. Obviously Percy Jackson and Heroes of Olympus. And also the Kentucky Rome series by Sarah Adams. But I think out of my favorites, the Lunar Chronicles. They were like the first books I read, and they kind of started my career as a reader. And they introduced me to Marissa Meyer. So, Lunar Chronicles. Next, what inspires you to create content? I grew up kind of like a tablet kid. I watched a lot of YouTube growing up. And so I've always kind of like had it in my like front view mirror almost. Like it was always something I really wanted to do. And so, and books is something that I'm very passionate about. I watched a lot of Haley Pam. So I would say other YouTubers. And also, I don't know, I just love, like I'm a very extroverted person. So I love that I can like connect with people from the comfort of my own house. Like I literally never have to leave my room. I literally never do leave my room. Literally all my videos are in here except for the Sunrise on the Bean one. Which, go watch that if you haven't yet. What book series got you into reading? This is a good one after the other one because literally the Lunar Chronicles. My sister and my brother read it and they gave it to me to read. Kind of like a sibling passed down tradition. And so I read them. And then I kind of just like went from there, started collecting more books. I was really into like gamers books, like I have the Amelie 33 books. So, I was a bit of a reader before, but I feel like the Lunar Chronicles just got me started. And I've read so many good books by Marissa Meyer, so I really think I just have to attribute everything to the Lunar Chronicles, man. If you could live in a book universe, what book universe would it be? Rome, Kentucky. I want to meet Noah and Will, and it just seems like such a little suburban town. And obviously, like, drama goes down, but, like, it always gets resolved. And I wouldn't want to live in, like, a world where I was being murdered or something. So, definitely a rom-com. Maybe one of Ashley Poston's books, like The 7 Year Slip, or Sounds Like Love. That would be really fun. What's your most hated book character and a book character that you love but is really underrated? I hate Octavian. And a book character that I love but is often looked over, Zoe. I'll stick with Percy Jackson. I really, really love Zoe, and I feel like not a lot of people appreciated her. I literally sobbed when she died. Favorite artist, like painter or singer? My favorite artist is Van Gogh. My favorite portrait's The Starry Night. I don't know, I just really liked it a lot growing up. And my favorite artist right now is Alex Warren, because I'm listening to You'll Be Alright Kid. And it eats every time. Literally so good. I'm hyperfixating. I found him through eternity. Like Loki who didn't. So good. So good. We love Alex Warren. What's something you're passionate about? Alex Warren. No. Something I'm passionate about and I feel like don't talk enough about is the stigma around mental health and getting help in therapy. And I guess it's something that we don't talk a lot about these days because we just automatically assume, like, obviously we've come so far in mental health and we're not looking at people who struggle the same as we did in, like, our parents' time. But I guess I would have to say that. And also, like, the stigma on suicide, like, I would just want to have, like, all these conversations with people and reach out and, like, ask about it. I wrote a really great speech. I thought it was a really great speech. About the mental health, like, stigma a little while ago. And I wish I, like, had published it somewhere because, I don't know, it was really good. I was really proud of it. And, yeah. As you know, I have ADHD and anxiety. So, I don't know. I would just want to talk about something that, like, I feel like isn't talked about enough. And, like, the whole, it's kind of a hush-hush topic almost that you just don't talk about. So I would say that. Or writing. I'm a really big writer. I love it. I just talked about writing a speech, so. But I would have to say that. And, like, drawing in characters and, like, things that you don't hear a lot about. Like, pots, for one. Also very passionate about pots because I don't think we talk about it enough. And I feel like we should have better accommodations. I also have pots. So I would probably talk about that as well. And say, let's put in more characters who not the entire focus of their character is the fact that they have this disease, but just that they live with it and they can have a normal life. I feel like the only books I've seen about it where that was the main focus of the book. Like, you are just going to have a terrible life if you have this chronic illness. So, something I'm passionate about. That's a good question. What's your fave animal? Giraffe. I love giraffes. I just decided that they're my favorite animal, and we haven't changed it. I have so many giraffe plushies, and there's a little giraffe right there. So, book recs. I'll put one in each genre. Book recommendation for a romance. One that I don't talk about enough is What Once Was Mine by Liz Boswell. That's a Twisted Tale, and it's a Twisted Tale Disney. So it's a retelling of Rapunzel, or Tangled. It's so good. I literally don't talk about it enough, but it's amazing. So that's like romance. Also, the Twisted Tale anthology is really good. I would put that in, like, kind of like mystery almost. Fantasy and sci-fi, Lunar Chronicles, or The Hunger Games. And classics, I guess, almost. Circus Mirandus and The Bootlace Magician are so good. That's by Cassie Beasley. And then obviously Lunar Chronicles and by Most Fine. But I made a short with Circus Mirandus today for, like, I think that first time ever. And I think we should talk about it more. It's literally amazing. What's a book you want to read but won't? Icebreaker? I just want to know what everyone's talking about, but I don't want to know, so I will not read it. What's the longest it's taken you to finish a book? Months, honestly. Probably the longest it's ever taken me was like 2 months. Some of my books I haven't even finished yet, so that's awkward. Anyway, what made you decide to do a YouTube channel? Oh, that's a good one. Honestly, literally just watching other YouTubers and wanting to do that as well. I feel like 1K was like a really big goal for me because I love doing this for fun, and I love that people like wanna just watch this. Like, it's so, guys. What other hobbies do you have? I like gardening. I live in a weird city, so I don't garden as much. But honestly, I wish I could get more into gardening. Our backyard is just really weird, and I don't have any gardening beds. Another one is writing, coloring. I'm a big colorer. I do diamond painting. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. Basically, you take these little diamond, like, pieces of plastic that shimmer, and you press them into, like, sticky paper, and it makes colors, and, like, a picture. It's really therapeutic. I also really like, reading, like, poems and stuff. I wouldn't say it's like much of a hobby, but I'm trying to get better at reading out loud. So I read out loud to myself sometimes. Who's your favorite author? That's a lot. Sarah Adams, Rick Riordan, Marissa Meyer, Ashley Poston, Alex Light, Lynn Painter did a really good one. I like Brianna Bowens. Obviously, what's it? Suzanne Collins. Yep. And how old are you? Guys, I'm not saying how old I am. I just think that's way too personal. I share a lot of stuff about myself on here. I just don't want to say how old I am. And I don't know why it's important. Would you stop watching me if you knew how old I was? Or would you start watching me if you knew how old I was? I feel like maybe the only reason I would ever want to know how old someone was because I would want to see where they are, like, professionally, and know if I could do that, because I would be the same age as them. And I would just say, guys, if you're thinking that, just go for it. I literally did not think I was going to start with anybody, and I just kept going, and eventually got here, 1K. So, you don't have to know how old I am. You can do it. I believe in you. What's your favorite genre of music? I listen to a lot of different things. I like musical theater. I like, Gracie Abrams, Taylor Swift. I'm a very big, like, pop. How many books are you reading? 1? I'm in Powerless. I really have not picked it up since I picked it up last time. I am reading some on vacation. I'm reading Mr. Big Shot by A.S. Gray. And another one. I can't do this. I'm gonna have to go get them. Ugh, I'm doing such a mess. Mr. Big Shot by A.S. Gray and Jilted by V. Keeland. I'm taking these two with me on vacation. So those are what I'm reading. And I'm not bringing Powerless with me on vacation. What's your favorite genre? Romance. What's your biggest plot twist you've come across out of all the books you've read? Probably Jennifer Lynn Barnes, to be honest. There were so many plot twists in all of those books, I can't remember a specific one. But if you've read Jennifer Lynn Barnes, you know the plot twists go crazy. Also, the plot twists in The Renegades, equally as wild. What book do you think is underrated? The Lucky Ones by Liz Lawson. I haven't seen anybody talk about it, and it was really amazing. Any tips on starting a book YouTube channel? Post. I have posted through being sick. I've posted through, like, rain or shine, whether I feel like it or not. And I would just say posting and, like, always being ready with something new. Even though it kind of adds a lot of pressure, if you want to start it, that's how you can do it. Like, I started doing it for fun, kind of locked in low-key, but it always has been fun for me. And I never did it to get famous. I just did it because I liked watching my videos back. Hi, Marley, when you watch this later. But honestly, if you want to start a YouTube channel, you've got to be there. Like, get used to regular posting. I know when I started out, I wasn't regular. I still am not regular. Sorry about that. But I would literally just say consistency is key. And I'm sure you've got it, honey. You've got it. How many books are on your bookshelves? I'll count later and put the number up on screen. Also, do you include, like, the kids' books and the manga I have? Okay, if you include every single book that's on my bookshelf, the number will be right here. And if you include just the ones that are like book talk books almost, I guess, then we'll be here. Because I'm not counting right now. I'll count after. What are some of the worst books you've ever read? Every Other Weekend by Abigail Johnson. And that's the one that comes to mind. Collide by Bal Kahabra. That was just really smutty, and I didn't know. Okay, this one I asked the person to clarify what they were asking, and I never got an answer. But they said, is maturity the biggest part of reading books with adult content in it when you're not of age? No. Because you can be super mature and still not know, and still not have any knowledge on what's happening. If the adult content, be it smut or, like, going through adult situations, drinking, alcohol abuse, addictions, I would say for the, like, the latter ones, definitely maturity, because you have to be able to know yourself, and you have to be able to be like, okay, am I going to be able to deal with this? Am I going to be able to talk about this? Am I going to be able to read this and not, do harm to myself? But with smut, I wouldn't even say it's maturity, because you can be the most mature person, and that's still something that you can't just not know anything about, if that makes sense. Like, if that's the first way that you're being introduced to that topic is through reading a romance book and it coming up, then absolutely maturity is not the biggest thing there. The biggest thing there is knowledge. And honestly, I feel like we shouldn't even let kids under, like, 16 be allowed to read that. Like, the age of consent, you should not be able to read that underneath it. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Without giving away how old I am, I probably will still be doing this. Maybe not as regularly. Maybe I'll throw in a vlog or two later whenever I am actually comfortable sharing my age. But, I don't know, 5 years? Let me do the math. I don't know. I hope that I'll have found my groove. I hope I'll have fallen into, you know, a good routine, steady job. I'm poor as a rat right now, so a steady job would be great. And, I don't know, maybe I'll have, like, even more subscribers. Guys, let's see how many we can get in 5 years. And then lastly, what's a popular book you hated? Honestly, The Love Hypothesis. Is that a popular book? It's Ali Hazelwood, I feel like it is popular. I didn't like it at all. The smut was crazy. I felt weird and uncomfortable. And that was the first smut book I ever read. And I kind of got thrown right into the deep end. So I would say, yeah, Ali Hazelwood. Or, the Brothers Hawthorne. I don't know if that's also popular. I didn't like it. I know I made a short about crying to it, but that was just because the series was ending, not because the book was that great. So, yep. That's it. All the questions. Oh, wait. Someone asked one on Instagram. What book are you working on right now? Without giving away too much, because I don't want my idea to be stolen. Matthew Windsor and His Many Girlfriends. I've written 200 pages. I just had my mom proofread it because I was under the impression I was done. I'm not done. I have to go through and add a bunch because I need to flush it out and make it more fluffy. I kind of just like writing action, action, action. But that will be, if I ever get it published, a YA, clean book. I really don't want to give away the, like, plot and premise of it because I'm pretty sure it's the most genius thing that's ever been invented since the light bulb. So, I don't want anyone stealing it. And that's it. Well, that's all the questions. Again, thank you so much for 1K. So excited. I cannot believe we've hit this massive milestone, and it is literally all thanks to you. And I don't think any of you will truly know how honored and much I appreciate this. I literally love all of you. Whenever people say that in videos, they're like, I love you. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm a random person. But I literally think if I ever met any of you in real life, I would, like, cry and hug you so much. Come in. Come on. Let's hug. I honestly love all of you. And I hope you, to those who ask questions about starting YouTube channels, I would watch. If you guys start YouTube channels and, like, tell me about it, I will watch your videos. I will subscribe. Because, honestly, us small creators need to stick together. And I know we can do it. So thank you so much. And make sure to comment or like or subscribe because, honestly, it helps so much. And I love reading y'all's comments. You are so cute. And it really helps out my channel. And maybe we can hit 2K in 5 years. Maybe that's my 5-year plan. Bye. Honestly, how am I going to leave you babies for an entire week? Is that trauma? I don't know.